Good morning, everybody.
Good morning.
Good morning. Welcome, Squeeze, to your own show. My name is Brad Bernstein. While Squeeze organizes himself, you can put the camera right on me. And we are live here at 1-800-529-5465. That's 1-800-529-5465. He's got his jacket on still from being outside.
I want to keep my jacket
You
on.
got your jacket on. You don't have your earpiece in yet.
Don't worry
You
about
haven't
that.
logged into your computer yet. Anyway, welcome everybody. This is the Brad and Squeeze Show, and we have 12 open lines right now. So if you call, you will get on the radio, or you will get on our Facebook page at 1-800-529-5465. That's 1-800-529-5465. And we have a lot of news going on here. We have a lot of immigration help to help you with as well. So as we start here, and we open up our lines at 1-800-529-5465. Squeeze, what's happening?
I don't have to share.
Why?
It was all done already.
Oh, wonderful.
So
Yeah, but it's so haphazard. We don't know what days it is and what days it isn't.
Yeah, but
there's no consistency to anything here. There has to be a little level of consistency.
Where?
In everything that we do.
Oh,
in everything that we do. If you don't have consistency in everything that you do, and you don't start on time, and you're not prepared, and you're not ready, and you share on some days, and you share on other days, or you don't even put on your pants the same day, and you don't wake up every day at the same time, there's no consistency in your life. It's my opinion that is not a recipe for success. There has to be a level of consistency.
I'm very happy that we're back to lambasting because your turn is coming. Your turn is coming.
Okay. All right. So, any event, let's So, Squeeze, you have to talk a little bit.
No, listen, dude, you were doing all the talking. So, I'm like, okay, fine, I can't even get a word in here, Not even a word. But anyway, once again, folks, this is the Brad and Squeeze Show. Let me officially start the show. My name is David Squeeze Anarchy. I'm one of the hosts of the Brad and Squeeze Show. I am the Jamaican guy here. We've got Brad Bernstein. He's the, what are you? The guy who talks a lot at the beginning of the show, but he's the attorney that's going to be answering your immigration questions. A little bit nippy on the outside there. The number here is 1-800-529-5465, 1-800-529-5465. There is a fire in my building on the 57th floor. So I'm on the 54th floor. The fire department called back all the elevators to the lobby. So David Anarchy had to go 54 flights
This happened more than one time already.
As a matter of fact, it happens like every goddamn week there's something in the freaking building. So I was not happy. Then I got outside. Then the cab driver, I'm just going up there, like, do you realize you're just going there? Why don't you just walk? The cab driver's telling me this. I'm like,
because I'm late for a show.
Anyway,
by the way,
welcome to New York City, everybody who have never been here before. This is what it's all about. We're always in a rush. It's a part of New York City. And people are always lambasting people. So I guess I should show up here at 7 a.m. like I normally do.
And by the way, happy birthday, Cordella Willery.
Oh, happy birthday,
Yes.
Cordella, one of my favorite people.
One of our favorite people who watches all the time. She's supposed to cook for us when we go down to Jacksonville, Florida one day.
Yes. Absolutely.
Right. Well, we should be going to Florida because everyone's taxes in New York, Connecticut, New Jersey, and every blue state, the blue states are the Democrat states, will be going up next year, Squeeze.
Yes.
It is, as Governor Cuomo says, a target assault on Democratic states by the Republican Congress. The bill has passed the Senate. It has passed the House of Representatives. It is basically fait de complete.
What do you call it?
Fait de complete. I don't know. It's like a combination of French and English. Fait de complete. It's a combination of English.
Fait de complete?
Yes, a combination. It's like there's Spanglish, there's Finglish. French and English, I guess. So the bill, by conservative estimates, will be sending home prices tumbling in New York and New Jersey by more than 10% by early next year. Could be tumbling more than 20 or 30% within the next 18 months. And it's going to increase the tax burden on every taxpayer in New York, New Jersey, and Connecticut. It's going to make it harder for New York, New Jersey, Connecticut, also California, Chicago, Illinois. It's going to make it harder for these state and local governments to pay for upgrades in the transit system and the infrastructure. There's going to be more homeless on the streets, less social services. It's going to cut federal programs for the elderly, low-income residents in regions that are high-cost living regions, such as New York. It is going to cause a mass exodus of people who will no longer be able to afford New York, New Jersey, Connecticut, California, Chicago, to move to low-cost tax states. There's going to be a huge influx of people to Florida. Welcome, Florida, to lots and lots of more people coming to live next to you, because that's what's going to be happening. And most significantly, the reason why this is all happening is that you are no longer going to be able to deduct your local state, city, or county taxes off of your federal tax bill in the suburbs. People who own homes in suburbs know that it is there's a huge tax bill for your schools and libraries. You will not be able to deduct those taxes as well off of your taxes.
You mean like me, who is a resident of Connecticut?
Correct. So basically what that means is this.
I'm screwed.
After you pay your taxes and you're left with your net income taxes, you still have to pay your state taxes, your local tax. People don't understand what it means, like you won't be able to deduct it. So let's pay your taxes, okay? Let me explain to you in layman's terms. Let's pay your taxes, your crazy taxes that you're paying right now. And then when you're done paying all of your taxes,
you got more.
What?
You got more.
Right, then when you're done paying all of your taxes, guess what? You're left with, I don't know, for every dollar you make 60 cents, say, or 65 cents, or 70 cents, whatever your tax bracket is, 75 cents. Now, after you pay, you have your net taxes, you got your money in your pocket. Oh, you got to pay your school taxes now. You got to pay your library taxes if you're out in the suburbs. You got to pay your property taxes if you're in the suburbs. You got to pay your state taxes for anybody who lives in the state of New York. You got to pay your city taxes. It is going to be astronomically expensive for David Squeeze Anarchy to be living in New York State, as well as Brad Bernstein. Mayor de Blasio has estimated that more than 700,000 New Yorkers would pay more in taxes. De Blasio, that is a very, very low estimate. A very, very low estimate. So the bill is going to add, despite all of this, the bill is going to add $1 trillion to the deficit over the decade. And as we said, the most immediate threat is not only that everyone's going to be paying higher taxes, but the most immediate threat is to homeowners who rely on the equity in their home in New York, New Jersey, Connecticut. That equity is going to be gone because your homes are going to tumble in prices. Thank you.
So maybe it'd be wise. Maybe it'd be wise to take some of that money out now.
Yes, it would be wise. But if you remortgage now, you know what's going to happen. Your house is going to be underwater in about a year and a half. So when you're going to want to sell the house,
you're screwed either way.
You're going to be screwed because the house isn't going to have the value of what the equity is. We're going to have the same housing problem that we had 7 to 8 years ago. And so when Donald Trump says it is a tax cut, it is a tax cut for wealthy people and people who don't live in democratic states. That is where the tax cut is. It is not a tax cut for the United States of America. It's a targeted tax cut for certain people. The people are wealthy, rich people who live in Texas who wear big hats. Wealthy people who live next to Mar-a-Lago in Palm Beach, full time. Wealthy people who live in North and South Carolina, middle class people who live in these states as well. Farmers who live in the farm belt, tax cuts for them, absolutely. And as a matter of fact, they will be able to pass on their farms to their families because there will be no estate tax anymore.
Okay, can we move on?
No, we can't. People don't understand. It's not a tax cut.
Brad, you're beating a dead horse right now.
I am not beating a dead horse. I want to make it clear.
Everyone completely understand that Trump is screwing us over. So what's the next? All right? You know, we're like, okay, Brad, okay, we get it.
All right, the top 10 tweets. You like Twitter. It's your new favorite social media now, Squeeze. The Twitter announced...
President has one. President Barack Obama has one.
The CEO of Twitter, what's his name?
Jack Dorsey.
Jack Dorsey has announced...
Who was hanging with me last week.
Who was hanging out with you. Right after hanging out with Squeeze, he has announced the top 10 tweets of the year on Twitter. And do you know who had the #1 tweet on Twitter?
Who?
Barack Obama.
Yes, President Barack Obama. He had 4 up there.
He was responsible for 2 out of the top 3 tweets. He was the #2, came on August 12th, the day of the deadly white supremacist rally in Charlottesville, Virginia. He tweeted, "No one is born hating another person because of the color of his skin or his background or his religion." And that is a pretty accurate, I would say 100% accurate quote.
Yeah.
You were not born hating me just after 20 years of doing a show.
Listen, I'm used to it now.
Yeah, on the same day, by the way.
Yeah, I mean, listen.
On the same day,
you were born an elf, so
yes,
what am I gonna do?
On the same day that Barack Obama tweeted, "Nobody was born, hating." Donald Trump tweeted, "There are many sides to blame for the display of hatred, bigotry, and violence." Nope, there's not many sides. There's only one side. Somebody who hates you because of the color of their skin, and people say, "Hey, that ain't right." Those are the 2 sides, Donald Trump. There's one side that says, "We hate you because you're black. We hate you because you're Jewish. We hate you because you're a woman. We hate you because you're a Muslim." There's one side. Oh, and then there's the other side that says, "Hey, that ain't right." Those are the 2 sides, Squeeze. I'm not sure how those could be equated, but that was Donald Trump's tweet. He also, the other big tweet that was Obama's big tweet was Senator John McCain when he announced he had brain cancer. And Obama tweeted, "It's been the honor of my life to serve you. You made me a better leader and a better man." That was also in the top 10 as well. Now, I will say, what do you think the hashtag for the #1 hashtag on Twitter? What was the #1 hashtag on Twitter?
Don't know. Tell me.
You don't know?
No, pray tell.
You don't know.
I'm asking. You have it in your hand.
Resist. Hashtag resist was #1, and the #1 tweeted person who was tweeted about most was Donald Trump, followed by Mike Pence, Paul Ryan, and then Obama. LeBron James found it in the top 10 as well on tweets when he called Donald Trump a bum. There you have it, folks.
There you have it, ladies and gentlemen.
That's fit to print.
Yeah. Listen, I'm annoyed.
I know. Let's go to immigration.
Very much annoyed. I hate it every day that we have to start the news with Donald Trump. I really, really hate it. I'm like,
that's what's the news.
Yeah, but
that's who your president is.
You know.
And you can say, "Oh, he's not my president."
No, everybody.
Well, he's your president because he's the citizen of the United States.
Every day
so you got to talk about him.
Every day you turn on the radio, Donald Trump. Every day you pick up your phone on your news feed, Donald Trump. Everywhere you look at your television, Donald Trump. Every day you walk down the street, Donald Trump. We walk in the office, Donald Trump.
You want to know why? Because he has made an entire political career out of making outrageous...
But there you go again.
Okay, he has made a career out of making outrageous statements. And every time you say, "That's absolutely outrageous," and you want to start piling on him, he comes up with another outrageous statement. So you forget the last outrageous statement when he was groping women, and you get to the next outrageous statement. It just goes on and on and on. He's made an entire career out of making outrageous statements. And as a result, he has now become president of the United States, and he is enriching himself and his rich little buddies in Texas and Florida at the expense of everybody who lives in the state of New York, rich, poor, middle class.
Here we go again.
I'm angry about it. Because it's not a tax cut.
No, it's not.
It's a tax giveaway to certain people. These cards are given to me by the producer of the show that tells me what the show is about. Okay, and allows me
to producer is smart. She has realized that you have certain habits that you cannot break.
To put on a show.
She's
so part
being
of putting on a show is
extremely therapeutic.
Part of putting on a show is having consistency, which means that I meet with the producer
have
ahead
something
of
in
time.
your hands.
Yes, I meet with the producer ahead of time, and she says, "This is what the show is going to be about." And when your friend Squeeze shows up, he could just kind of play along like he knows what's going on.
I don't even play along. If I don't know something, I just say it. And do you know what the hashtag for the year is? No. Resist.
Resist. By the way, I have a thing that we should have that I think that we should be doing for next year is we should have a walk it off campaign. In all seriousness, we need to have a walk it off campaign. We get too many calls on this show about people who are in domestic disputes.
Right.
And people who truly love each other, but then they go from 0 to 60 very, very fast.
So my hashtag is working. Walk it off.
Walk it off.
Yeah.
And I think we have to really, if we make a difference in a lot of people's lives.
Yes, we do.
Okay, but I think one of the things that we have to talk about next year is, and we can do this off the air, I thought about it last night, is we have to have a walk it off campaign. All right?
So if I get upset at you right now, I can walk it off. I can get up and walk it off.
Walk it off.
Walk it out, walk out and walk it off.
Walk it off.
Right. Like, where are you going to Squeeze? I'm going to go walk it off.
Did Squeeze just leave the show? Yes, I'm going to walk it off. But I think we need a walk it off campaign.
Yes, we do.
And I think that would be great for you, Squeeze, to lead that campaign. Because you have walked it off many, many times.
Oh, yeah.
Right?
Yep. I always walk it off.
You have walked the walk.
Yep.
Right? When you say about walk the walk, you have walked it.
Yeah. Couple of things I don't do. I don't have arguments. I don't get into anything toxic.
Right.
I can't deal with negatives.
Correct.
And how do I handle that?
You walk it off.
I walk it off.
Walk it off.
And then guess what I'm told? I'm told I need help.
Why do you need help?
Because I'm always walking it off.
Well, you know what? Better to walk it off than lay your hands on somebody or have an incident where the police need to come.
I'm told I'm never going to get married because I'm always walking it off.
That's fine because it's better than having an incident.
Yeah.
If
Walk it off.
given the choice,
I walk it off all the time.
given the choice, walk it off.
Where are you going?
Walk it off. Walk it off. Walk it off, and then you can come back and talk.
Why are you going through the door?
You see,
I gotta walk it off.
Okay, all right. But you see, this is where you have the next step. After you walk it off, and things have calmed down, then you talk it out. Okay, but you have to walk it off. Stay calm. Have the other person calm. You both have to be calm. Be out of that element of I'm angry. So you got to walk it off. So how about this?
Let me ask you a
How about
question.
this? For
Who
2000,
do you really think needs to walk it off? You or me? I'm just thinking.
At this moment,
in retrospect, I'm
this
thinking
moment,
right now.
at this
who
moment,
really needs to walk it
we
off?
both need to walk it off. We both need to walk it off.
You can't
that's
compare
why
me with you.
That's why you need to help. We both need to walk it off and then talk it
I
out.
never get loud.
And then talk it out.
I just walk it off.
And then talk it out.